modern mechanics.
Yeah, don't you actually start out with like 3 level 0 characters just to see who will even survive the level 1s?
Yeah, they call it the funnel.
Magic seems pretty dangerous. All right. Well, when last we met, whenever that was, Bernard was all fucked up. Trent was mildly fucked up. Dirk was all fucked up. Messed up, if kids are listening. I don't know. And do you have headphones, Adam, or no? Yeah, I'll try.
No, but I'm in the basement. It's fine.
All right. You guys had gone back to town. You'd gotten your boat. You'd sailed it back to town. Sigrid and her people would really like to actually, finish these people off so they don't just reassert dominance and kill everybody or something. And she was asking for a lift to that underwater cave so they could come up from within. And, the idea being you would wait for them.
We made it very clear that we would wait for them no matter what, as I recall.
I'm all for waiting for them.
Unless anything happens.
Okay. So let me switch maps here.
We tell them about the big guy upstairs that didn't bother fighting us because he wanted other things. So they may, I don't know, if they intend to kill the people he was trying to talk to, then maybe they'll have to deal with him too.
I need to get a little mini boat on here, even though, given the scale of everything, your boat shouldn't even fit. But whatever.
It's collapsible.
Yeah. Let's see here. Rank that down. Hopefully. Let me unlock it. Huh. Almost had it. That's better. Yeah, your boat suddenly got very small, I guess. Here we are. All right. Well,
I would like to take all of the crossbows and bolts and load them on our boat.
okay. That gives you something to do while it's, I suppose really your boat should be.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay. Your boat. However that works. Oh god, that was the boat, not Val. Honestly, that might be a more reasonable size for your boat compared to that luxury liner I gave you, but the luxury liner is a lot more fun. All right. Well, the storms have picked up considerably outside. You got splashing, waves coming in here, because the river's all churning. Lots of lightning, big storms, lots of rain. Lightning seems to be green. That's weird. But, whatever. And Sigrid and her 10 or so guys go up the spiral stairway while you guys stay on the boat, right?
Yeah.
Did they want any help?
Yeah. I mean, I thought the reason you didn't want to help was because you were wounded.
I mean, I'm willing to go if I can. I don't think I can get another heal attempt, can I?
Didn't your back get broken or something?
No.
Aren't you
What
out
am I,
for like a
Batman?
month? Something happened that was like a month heal time.
Yeah, he had a fractured hip.
I mean, I don't think those guys are going to survive on their own.
I'm willing to risk it.
All right. So they head up the stairs. You would not hear battle or anything like that were it to happen because it's quite a ways upward. Um, what was your criteria for how long you were waiting?
If bad stuff happens, I will want to leave. Does bad stuff happen?
So your criteria is immediately if possible.
It
Would
depends what the bad stuff is.
would it be possible to go with them and maybe not get into combat? I mean, obviously, I'm fucked up, but
Possible? Yeah. Likely? No, not really. You're not moving fast. You're not stealthy. That's
you know,
what are you gonna do? Hold up your hands and say "not me"? I mean, I don't know.
actually
not.
sounds good.
Could work.
You think any bad guys would go for that?
I'm willing to risk it.
Yeah. Well, this probably will be pretty short, but hey, we've got one thing that is happening here. You guys have been waiting. Nothing's happened. Like no one's come down the stairs. Nobody's been attacking. You just hear all the weather outside and stuff. However, you are occasionally feeling rumbles in the ground.
Yeah.
Which is concerning. I don't know if that for Griff is enough to be like, we're out. But as you're starting to notice that, and that's going on, you do see. So here in the cave, like you're out of the worst of the weather, right? But there's still plenty of, choppy water coming in from the main river itself and all that. Everyone, give me a perception check. Very good. Those of you who didn't fail. Everyone but Tilly, really. She's busy looking up at the stairs. Oh wow, Dirk rolled. That's impressive. Who rolled Dirk?
I have had access to his character for some time now.
Nice. You can spend all his XP for him that he probably never spent. What is he at? Oh, he's only got 355. That's for him.
He's
That's not
spent a
bad.
lot recently.
You think you everyone but Tilly thinks they see something big moving in the water, and Bernard and Dirk in particular think it looks like a really big serpent with like scaly skin. But it seems to be moving around right by where the gate is.
Is the gate up?
I'm assuming you guys left it up, but that would be up to you. I'm assuming you wanted to get out as fast as possible.
Yeah, true.
Based on everything Griff has said over and over again.
Yeah. All right. I'll keep an eye on it.
Yeah. Yeah, you're watching. There's definitely something in there, and it's moving around. You see it kind of come close to your boat and go under. Like it's staying below water. Whatever it is, it's big. Like it's big enough it could swallow a person.
I mean, it didn't bother our boat for the whole time that it's been here.
Yeah. Sure. You ride out, see what happens.
Sounds good.
All right. More time passes. You've been here maybe 20 minutes now. You're occasionally seeing some stones fall from the ceiling here because something's like really like earthquake style shaking this place. Bit concerning considering you're in a cave and would be completely buried should it fall down. But as you are inspecting that, you see rising out of the water. At this point, you know, everybody, four of you made your check, so all of you can kind of be aware that this thing was moving around down there. This giant four-headed serpent comes rising up out of the water. I mean, its body's still in the water. It's not like it's floating or anything, but the head comes up. It's big enough to, you know, come up to the side of your boat, and the heads all come and they're looking at you, and one of them's like, you know, baring its fangs and hissing, and the other one's probably staring at Griff. It does not
What
look
did I
friendly.
do?
It does not look friendly. What did you do? I don't know. You stood there. You're in front. That's what you did. You know why you're in front? Because I put you there, and then I paused the game so you couldn't move. Take that.
Pretty sneaky.
Deus Ex Derica.
All right. Well, let's see how this combat here goes, and then, you know, or you know, maybe you'll talk to it.
Is
I
this
don't
where
know.
you kill us all off and end the campaign?
No, I would have just had rocks fall and everybody dies.
Okay.
I was laying the groundwork, but no, this thing's defeatable, or chase offable, or who knowsable. Who knows? Maybe you just duck down and ride your boat out. Maybe it's just chasing you out.
So where are we in time? Did I get all the crossbows and bolts, or did I not get a chance to do that?
You got 20 minutes worth. If people were helping you, you probably got faster. I don't know. It probably doesn't
Okay,
really.
okay.
How many were there? There were
There
ones
were
from
a
down
lot.
here, right? Not the ones from all the way upstairs.
No. The ones upstairs.
Oh, that's a whole different thing.
Well, I'm going to ask the people, the friendly people, to help me.
They
got nothing going on.
They're doing a mission, man. They're like going in to actually, like, you know, do the adventure.
Oh, there's
shit while you
one or two spare.
No, literally, it's all of them because none of the people good at combat are going.
Fine.
We can have free reign once it's cleared out.
Do you want to go up there solo?
No.
I think there were some. There was some stuff in this room.
All right. I'll take your leading advice and gather them from over here.
I don't think it's as many, but I do feel like there was some shit in there. A handful. Maybe it'll start making up for your lost liquor. Anyway, Griff, you're up. This big serpent rises out of the water. The heads are staring at you. It does not look friendly.
I ready my shield and cleaving weapon.
Okay, you could attack if you want. I mean, it's in range. It's right by the side of your boat. You don't have to, but
I cut off 3 of its heads.
Wow, that'd be really,
What do I have to roll to cut off 3 of its heads?
really something. I guess just start with normal melee and see how that goes. And then if you get the 3 heads crit, we'll know. What the?
I clean broke 1 of its heads off.
Maybe. It's going to be a real short combat, isn't it? Body remapped. That's interesting. I don't know what any of that means.
Now its icon only has 2 heads because I cut off 2 of them.
Huh. Well, it didn't get stunned. But you do it. I mean, that would make the most sense. You effectively, maybe you don't cut the head off, but you strike it in such a way that it's like dangling there weirdly. The thing screams in pain. The other 3 heads seem completely unaffected. Blood spewing everywhere out of the cut you made. I'm going to skip Dirk. He's not here. In fact, we're just going to...
Sure, he would ask you what he should do.
He's looking for a moment. He's waiting for his moment. Scar in the rear. So no one comes down the spiral staircase and attacks you.
Right.
I believe he went to get all the crossbow bolts for Tilly.
Andy's looking for secret doors. Bernard, what would you like to do? Giant sea
I'm
serpent.
backing up.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to take a shot at it.
Oh, okay. That'll probably work.
Let me change my trappings.
Man, everything has such bad initiative for the enemies that they're often dead before you go. Jesus. 86 versus 110.
Why is it 110?
You get plus 40 for point blank. Well, despite it rolling a 7 on its dodge, you still hit it.
Awesome.
However,
You also hit it in the body remapped.
Yep, it's got a very thick, scaly hide, so your arrow did not penetrate very well.
Okay.
Trent, on the other hand, who slices through armor like butter. Well, I don't know what that's going to do for a creature's head. I guess we'll find out.
I would assume that the toughness bonus it'll get, the AP it won't.
That seems reasonable. Man. This thing should have never come out. Oh my god, it finally dodged something.
I was going to say, I'm easy to dodge. I don't know.
Yeah. Tilly, of the many
I'll take a shot.
crossbows. Which crossbow do you want to use? You got like 4 of them.
The shiniest one.
Okay. That
Can I
makes
see it
sense.
from where I am, or do I need to move?
Oh yeah, and yeah. You even have a clean shot because it's like big and
Awesome.
towering up out of the water.
I'm gonna shoot at its head. Is that the typical?
I mean, really, it's all body and head. So
It's all head. All right.
I mean, you can target the head if you want.
Well, is it the? It's got such a big head. It should be less of a penalty,
I mean,
right?
It's got 4 heads, as a matter of fact. So
Yeah, it's like 4 times as easy to hit the head.
yeah, that's not how that works.
All right, I'll just.
Nice try.
Cold shot to the body is also minus 20. So you know.
I'll just roll it straight up.
Yeah, that's
What's wrong
probably
with
probably gonna do it. Oh, he dodged into it. So it's almost dead already. This has been a great combat. But then
It's because we're good.
3 of its heads come striking down. Does it get 3 attacks? I don't know, but I'm going to give it 3 attacks. Well, let me look, actually. No. No, it doesn't. Well, I'm going to go for Griff because killing him would be funny.
I got points left. It'd have to kill me all 3 times to get me.
Damn it. It didn't even succeed.
That's okay. My parry is only 70, so. Oh, plus 10 because shield 80. I could mess it up.
Well, it's a large creature, so it's going to give you some sort of penalty when you try. Yeah.
That's pretty bad. Yeah. I better use up my rerolls
Yes.
right away. I'm really bad at using my rerolls.
I
That was
approve everything that just happened.
That was much better.
So you get your sword ready, you get your shield up, and the head comes down at you. And despite you having your shield in the way, it really doesn't matter. Just the size and mass of the
Griff thought he could overpower it, but he could not.
So Griff, you ended up taking only 6 damage out of 16, which is pretty impressive. But I gotta check something because it gave you the poison condition, but I gotta make sure there's not like a hole for that. When it causes wound, an opponent gains a poisoned condition. If no difficulty is marked to resist the venom, it is assumed to be challenging. You have like an anti-poison thing, right?
Yeah, I can use that once.
Would you like to use it now?
If there's a test. If there's not a test, I can't. But yeah, for
you
sure.
know, it just put it on you, but the word made it sound like there should have been a challenging test. All right. Well, I'll take this poison off you. But yeah, mostly it bashed you around. And then it dives back under the water and comes up on a different side thematically, but it doesn't matter. Don't move your minis. None of this really matters. And it's going to be dead before, it ever goes again. Griff, you're up.
I took offense to that last round.
I really liked when I hit you for 16 damage and it didn't matter.
They hit it in the right leg.
Maybe. You hit it in the body remapped.
Oh, yeah. That was
Bernard.
All right.
How do you set that up? They must have done something to make that happen. I should have made it size enormous. That would have been more fun for me. God damn it, stop rolling so well.
Sorry.
Look at that, I had an 8 on my dodge. Didn't matter. It's got 2 health left. It's fine. Trent, go ahead. It could dodge into it.
It could dodge into it.
It dodged into it.
Somehow it dodged into it. Okay.
Well, there were pieces of sea creature splattered all over. This thing reared up. It was in a frenzy for some reason. Down it goes.
Yeah, it started this.
It did.
It only has itself to blame.
Rude. Victim blaming.
Do you want to leave after this has happened, or are you going to stick around longer?
I think we're good.
I'm going to get some healing, so that I'm ready for the next one. Maybe.
Yeah, you could receive a healing for up to however much damage you took.
Oh, my goodness.
Hey, I think that was how much damage you took.
Back up to 12 of 15. Thank you.
So those people, another 10 minutes pass, and at this point you're like, this is a while. Bigger chunks of rock are now falling off the ceiling, making big splashes in the water. Occasionally one will hit your boat. Not enough to damage it, but this whole place is looking really unstable. So you're probably now... Common wisdom would tell you it's either time to leave or get off the boat and go up, which, honestly, that could be bad too, if the place is falling apart. But
How
no one has come back, though.
how bad does it look outside? You said it was pretty bad out there, right?
Yeah, it looks pretty bad storm-wise.
Are we going to be able to successfully sail this boat?
I'm a master sailor.
Did you bring your ship people with you?
Yes, we did.
Well, then you'll sail at whatever her skill is.
Okay. And maybe we could get out in the water so that we're not under falling rock.
If any of you have a sailing skill, you can make a roll to try to give her a bonus. If you don't, she will just roll straight up. Does anyone have it? I don't even know that anyone does.
No.
It's possible that Dirk is going to spend 300 points on it right now.
She navigates through the choppy water and manages to not, put the boat up on some rocks or something.
Did we leave a note? Supposed to leave a note.
I think we could just sail out from under this overhang and can we stay out in the water for a while?
Yeah, I'll have her make occasional sail tests to see how she's doing.
And obviously, anything we can help with.
And people are probably going to have to be, I don't know, do you drop an anchor? Maybe she drops it. I don't know exactly what you do. I don't know boating. Obviously, the river is churning and trying to push people one way. And between an anchor and, I don't know, maybe some rowing or something, you guys are holding steady.
Okay.
And then, it's not like you're on an ocean, so it can't really get, huge waves that are going to overturn the boat. But it's certainly very choppy, and there's rain pouring down, cutting visibility. You guys are waiting out there, trying to probably view into the cave, which is now very dark. But you're hoping if they come down, I guess they'd have light, and then you'd know to go get them. You start hearing a lot of loud cracking sounds, and you see... you can kind of see the bridge between the two sections of the castle. You see that crumble and starting to fall now into the river just ahead of you. So now stuff's like the actual spires are starting to fall apart, and you staying here could be dangerous too, just from if not getting crushed by rock, at least the river becoming unnavigable for your boat. You know what I mean? From all the debris that is now falling into it.
Right. Maybe we should. I don't know. You guys think this is time to cut out?
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Griff thought that 20 minutes ago.
Well, he didn't want to be here in the first place.
Yeah.
Even though we promised.
I would never have left them if it was up to me alone.
Uh-huh.
Are you heading towards the town, or are you heading just like further away?
Just further away. I kind of want to see what's happening. It looks like this castle's falling down around itself at this point.
That is what it looks like. Let me give Renee another roll. Put her on your boat so I can actually click her once in a while. She's great. She rolled a 29 twice. What are the odds? 1 in 100 probably. So yeah, she's very glad you've given the order to get out of there, because there's, you know, parts of the spire that you're like right next to sliding down and splashing in the water. You guys take off, and behind you, you see the entire spire the castle was on. Like the one you hadn't really explored all that. The whole thing just comes crashing down. A lot of it going into the river. A lot of it, you know, just essentially. But and then probably part of the other side where you had done all your fighting and like the, you know, the like the keeps you took over or whatever. Essentially, the towers. Like half of that slides down into the water. And at this point, storm's churning. She's just going to try to sail you out of here, because there's really nowhere to go at this point other than just go down the river and hope you get out of wherever the storm is. Given she had an amazing sail test, though, you do that, and probably after about an hour going down river, you can see the storm behind you in the distance, and it's almost like really kind of localized over that area. You see dark clouds swirling, like green flashes through them, but you've come out the other side. It's almost like night and day once you leave it. It's like sunny once you're out of it. Effectively, that ends this part of the adventure. So, turns out not much to go there, but I wasn't sure if anyone was going to end up going in, doing more.
We didn't recover the evil stone.
You sure did not.
It feels bad.
Somebody just tried to use it to cast a spell.
So, by the book, here is where I do all sorts of stupid stuff to try to railroad you into going to Middenheim, including people giving you fake jobs to go there, because apparently they don't want you to actually get paid for it, because, I don't know, they don't want the players to have money, I think. People stealing your boat, people setting your boat on fire, the government suddenly deciding they own your boat, the original owners of the boat suddenly deciding it's theirs again, even though the beginning of the module made it very clear that, no, you have the right of salvage, and that's how. Like, there are pages and pages at the end of this module dedicated to taking your boat away from you in various ways. I don't get it at all. And as far as I can tell, the only reason is the next book
this whole
takes
mission,
place inland.
This entire mission was about getting your boat back.
Yeah. Yeah. It was great. And if they really wanted to get rid of your boat, like this right here is how your boat could have been gone. Like when the people took it, it could have gotten sunk before you ever got it back, or something. Any number of things could have happened to it here. But instead, they wanted you to get it, take it out, and then lose it in like the stupidest way possible.
Well, you have to feel that loss.
Yeah. Well,
you have to succeed.
You did lose all that
then,
liquor, though.
Yeah, you have to succeed and then turn around and lose it all again.
So I have been reading the next module, and the more I'm getting into these, so when I first, everyone's like, "Hey man, this is like an adventure path for Warhammer. It's all great. It's like the greatest adventure, and it's all tied together." Almost nothing in in the previous one, where you guys were like at the fair, and there was like the weird ritual going down where they were summoning a demon or whatever. Almost none of that actually ties into this. There was that really loose connection where the guy had the letter written to him by the lady that you went to investigate here. And really, she didn't have anything to do with anything other than she was looking for the stone that it was eventually here. Now, from what I understand, nothing in this module really matters for the later ones either. It really seems like, and from what I'm reading now, the next 3 books are all kind of disconnected too. It really sounds like just 5 weird separate modules strung together loosely. Oh, excuse me, which was not what I originally thought it was when I was hearing about this thing. That said, the next one takes place inland. Doesn't seem terrible, but it's not the bigger story like I thought it was. It does eventually tie into some stuff with the Emperor, but like you guys, which they talk about in book 1, but which you guys never hear about and never would have any way to. It's weirdly designed. That's all to say. I've been a little displeased with this set of modules, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure they're good. First of all, secondly, I'm not sure they're making for an interesting game either. I correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like a lot of times you guys don't even know why you're doing anything other than it's kind of clear that's where the module wants you to go. Because I'm not loving that.
Maybe a little bit.
But there's no real stakes as far as I can tell for any of you. And often the best course of action is kind of what you did. It's just like, okay, let's just leave. Which obviously doesn't work well adventure gaming wise. All that's to say, I wouldn't mind taking a little break from Warhammer.
Okay.
I'm not sure. So I'm curious how other people think, though, because I wouldn't mind coming back to it, but I need at least a little break to, if nothing else, get ahead on the books to see if they do tie together the next 3 at all. But I'm also curious if people are like, man, I just don't give a shit about Warhammer, because that would, I mean, that just, why have me put effort into it if it's not something anyone's like, yeah, I really like Warhammer, versus no, I'd play anything else. Also versus I've been playing this for 2-3 years. I'm cool with stopping. Like that's a valid thing too. It said, oh, go ahead. Yeah,
I've enjoyed it. It's because it's different from everything else I'm doing. But if that's,
I like the system.
The system has been decent.
Other than the rerolls are a little too much. I like that they're there, but they're a little too much.
Fair enough from your perspective. I think they're helpful from ours, but I think you do need some counter to it.
I need something for like when it's that one big guy who's just like, well, he hit you, but it doesn't even matter. But yeah.
I get what you're saying about the adventure setup. I think in my mind, I guess what's kind of missing is it always felt to me like Warhammer, especially Warhammer Fantasy, was supposed to be Cthulhu light almost in terms of odd crap happening to you.
Yeah.
And yet none of that ever really happens.
I agree. That was what I thought too when I first picked the system up, and none of the modules are like that. And I mean, if I did my own stuff, maybe it could be, but I mean, I'm not, honestly, I'm not good at that, which is why I rely on modules. And yeah, it's weird too, because Cthulhu, you're almost never like a combat character, and everything's horrifying and you run away. Warhammer, there's plenty of non-combat systems in it, but let's face it, you see an enemy, you're like, I want to blow that dude up. And it supports that, so it's harder to do the horror. I feel like 4E tried to do something with the corruption, but I do not like corruption. Like,
No?
you guys are really supposed to be getting corruption almost every time something touches you that is a corrupted creature.
I wish, like, I think they need I would want a much bigger corruption system where, like, you're always getting lesser points and like minor shit happens that's interesting.
Yes.
But like the major your character's rune stuff is slow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not that many points either.
Hmm.
Granted, a lot of times there's an endurance check to resist it or whatever, but I don't know. Yeah, I was not a fan of that. I would rather see a sanity type system, honestly. But I think so. Here's part of my problem too. I feel like as a group, we do better with dungeon crawl type stuff, and the occasional like role play stuff is fine, but not when it's like a whole session or repeated sessions of it. I don't feel like people stay engaged, and I don't feel like I'm that good at it either. Which is, I'm sure that's part of the reason. But so I feel like as a group we tend to be better at combat, or at least the hijinks around combat and exploring, right? I guess
Hijinks.
exploration would be part of it too.
Hijinks is a good word.
Yeah, and like we're going through the dungeon and Adam tries random stuff. That's always fun, I think.
I miss those hijinks. Yeah.
Yeah. I do like Warhammer. I felt like gave you lots of reasons to have skills. Not as many as are available, but there were plenty of times where it was like, do a charm roll, do this, do that. Like a lot of non-combat stuff did come up. I like that.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And I'm not ready to write the system up. I also do feel like you guys were overpowered for this, but honestly, I don't know that it matters.
For this module or for?
Yeah, just because you had all the stuff we did beforehand, and this was supposed to be like starting characters. But honestly, had it been a little more challenging, I don't know that it would have been more fun necessarily. It just would have been more challenging. So I don't know that, and that's kind of when I was talking about the rerolls, and Eric was like, from your point of view, I get that. I kind of see what you're saying there too. From like your guys' point of view, the rerolls are probably fine. Like
I think they're too much. I should have been.
There may be a few too many, but not a ton. There were definitely sessions where people ran out of them.
Yeah.
It wasn't until recently, after having to use my fate points, that rerolls became a problem. When we started this, I thought it was going to be a little more deadly. I thought I was going to have to be using up all those. I thought I was going to lose a character. So the fate points and the resilience didn't happen as much as I thought it was going to.
The fate point, I guess, sure, but the rerolls, there were certain people that felt like it was like, yeah, why not? Let's reroll everything. Whereas I definitely felt like, okay, I missed. That's not worth me rerolling because I need to save it for when I get crushed.
That's true. But I think part of when you guys reroll to hit, I don't think that ever bothers me. It's when I finally land a hit, and that's like, I'm going to reroll that. You missed on my dodge. That's when it's like, this sucks. That said, though, maybe this game would be too deadly without the rerolls. So I do see that. And it's not fun if it's just like, I don't even want to get in combat because I'm going to die. Given that we are a combat-heavy type of group, you can't play a game that is going to like Dave's out for like a month, right? His character?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The main reason you guys aren't actually doing like the tail end of this adventure is because people got wounded enough that it doesn't make sense to do it. So that's of it kind of puts it cross purpose of what we have fun playing versus what the system pushes you towards. Anyway, so yeah, I'm not willing to say I'm done with Warhammer, but I need a break at least. That said, I'm definitely interested in Starfinder 2E. However, it does not yet really have VTT support. That's supposed to be coming in a month or so. So that is not the best near-term option. In fact, all that the player's book for it literally just came out. Now, granted, it is basically Pathfinder 2E reskinned with sci-fi, insofar as they say the books are compatible. But maybe that's a later thing, not near future. If people were even interested. First thing I would like to ask, though, if anyone wants to run a game, either long-term or even just a short-term one-off, I am very okay with that. So if you do, speak up. Otherwise, I'm curious. Do people mostly agree that it does seem to be the adventuring type combat stuff that we, as a group, tend to be more engaged with?
I think it is. I think we all enjoy the dungeon crawl and the grind a little
Okay.
bit more than everything else.
I miss all the magic, the access to the various magic spells as well.
Yeah,
Remember
wait,
that time
they
we
did have that in
eliminated all the
Warhammer.
dogs from Uber's Reik? That was pretty great.
Sure, that was great. There were some good moments. There were some moments I really enjoyed in this game. And again, I'm not sure I'm done with it. I just need to, I don't know, I need to recalibrate or something. I've been wanting to do sci-fi. I honestly don't know, like, if we were going to play next week, although maybe if Al's out next week, maybe 2 weeks would be when we play.
Al's going to be here next week, so probably next week's out.
Oh, you'd be out too then? Okay. So definitely no game next week. That's good, though, because if we're doing something, I need time anyway. I've also considered one-offs using systems you don't even have to know. I'd hand you a pre-gen and tell you want to roll it low or high, and we do like a one-off. If I did something like that, it would probably be like a survival horror sci-fi type of thing. Not Lovecraftian horror, but like, like Alien, that sort of thing. I think that could be fun. I'm not sure I could find good VTT support for that. I did see there's a GURPS thing. I don't really know GURPS that well, but it's super generic, which is helpful. Another thing I was thinking is it could be fun to do like either a Pathfinder one shot. Actually, I don't think one shot would be the way to go. I wouldn't mind trying a Pathfinder shorter adventure path or something, given that it's essentially the same system as Starfinder. And then if I did end up wanting to play that, we'd already be familiar. But I know Dave did not have the greatest Pathfinder experience.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to say I won't do Pathfinder because that's dumb. But yeah, I'll give it a try. I don't know, take a little bit more time to get familiar with the book, that kind of thing.
We've seen Derek, you and I played Kingmaker in the original Pathfinder.
That's true. I am talking about Pathfinder 2e, to be clear, though.
Well, I know, but they remade it for 2e.
Oh, did they?
That could be a really fun experience for this group because it's kind of a choose your own adventure, wander around thing.
That's true. That's an interesting one. I've got pretty much all their 2e stuff, adventure pathwise. So let's say, first of all, is there anything? Just speak up, or I don't know, message me if you don't want to speak up. Anything where someone's like, "Dude, I don't want to do any of this. I'm out." Because if so, cool. Let me know. Or also if it's like, yeah, I'd like to do this, but if you're doing this other thing, definitely not that thing. That'll help us focus what we want to do. Or if everyone's like, I don't really care, some sort of.
I don't have any deal breakers, so whatever's good with me.
Yeah, I'm good with.
I just want to rescue Garmin.
Yeah. How about you, Eric? You got anything?
No, especially talking like one shots and stuff. I'm pretty open.
Yeah. So that could be an interesting thing too. If I find something that's good one shot fodder, it could just even have pre-gens. You don't have to make characters.
Does
Although
Foundry have
sometimes that's fun.
Deadland support or no?
I don't know. Would you be running it?
I don't. I'd have to read so much shit, but cards and poker chips. I'm wondering how that would be implemented.
They do have a card thing. I don't know about the poker chips.
I'm sure there's a random number generator under the
Foundry,
hood.
Deadland, there is apparently. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how it works, but they've got a. Oh, it's using Savage Worlds, maybe? It might be using a different system. Yeah, it's a Savage Worlds edition. Same theme, different rules. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, this one did go extra short. I wasn't sure if people were going to end up going upstairs. I also considered having them come downstairs and bring some shit with them, but honestly, that just drags it out. They all got slaughtered up there. It was real bad for them to go up there.
Yeah.
They could have made it.
No,
We don't know.
They really couldn't have.
We're gonna leave town, and then we just won't know.
I'm going to stop streaming because nobody needs to hear it anyway. Bye, people.